Hey, it's Erin. Today I'm in Yosemite National Park and I've got a Fall Equinox yoga practice for you. The Fall Equinox is the official first day of fall. This is when the light and the dark of the day are equal here in the Northern Hemisphere. So it's all about balance and kind of going from this really busy season of the summer where you may be expending more energy and you may even have more energy because there's a lot more light in the day, and then kind of transitioning into slower, more gentle season of fall and winter. Depending where you live, it may be a little or a lot more intense, but pretty much everywhere here in the States we will experience a lot more darkness going into this next portion of the year. So our yoga practice can be extremely supportive during this time and helping move into a more slower season. So whenever you're ready, we'll find a comfortable seated position and go ahead and get started. Beginning in Sukhasana, our easy seated position, you can cross at the shins if that's comfortable for you, or maybe sit up on the heels or pillow or a bolster. However you're sitting, just go ahead and begin to find length in the spine, sitting up tall, reaching the crown of the head up towards the sky or whatever ceiling or shelter you may be under. You can relax the shoulders away from the ears, and if you're comfortable, go ahead and close down the eyes or just soften the gaze down in front of you. We'll begin noticing the rhythm of the breath, noticing how naturally our breath is pretty equal, just like this equinox day, in inhales and our exhales. In all of our yoga practices, the breath is our anchor. So during this practice, as we take time to meet ourselves on the mat, notice your breath. And if you find your mind wandering, if you start thinking about the day that you've had previous to this or what you're going to do after, just finding the mind wandering as it will, try to gently nudge your mind and your thoughts back to your breath. It's always there, breathing in, breathing out, allowing us this place to concentrate that is very neutral. It's a great place to come back to when the mind is escaping or leaving the present moment. Begin to deepen the breath, pulling the inhale all the way down into the belly, and then exhaling slowly out the nose. 2 more times, inhaling all the way deep into the belly, and exhaling out the nose. Last time, deep inhale and long exhale. We'll gently bat the eyelashes open if the eyes are closed, and just begin to take some circles with the shoulders, drawing the shoulders up towards the ears and allowing them to gently fall back and down. We'll reach the right fingertips down towards the earth and inhale as you lift the left arm up and overhead. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, we'll bring the hands to touch overhead. And exhale, the left fingertips come down to the mat side. Body stretch as you exhale over to the left. Inhale, both hands overhead, coming back to center. And we'll exhale, cactusing the arms open, pulling the elbows down, opening the heart. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, cactusing the arms open. One more time, inhale to reach. And exhale to open the heart. Inhale, last time, reach the arms up. And exhale, drop the hands to the heart. There's a lot of bird activity right now, so if it's interfering with the sound, I apologize, but I think it's really cool, so I hope that you're enjoying it. Let's come over onto the hands and knees for tabletop position. In our tabletop, we want to stack the wrist underneath the shoulders and the knees right underneath the hips. We're going to find a few rounds of cat-cow here. So on an inhale, we'll drop the belly, spread the collarbones wide as we look forward, opening the front of the body. And on an exhale, we'll round the spine, drawing the navel in, pressing away from the mat and tucking the chin into the chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, opening the heart. Exhale, rounding the spine, press away from the mat. Just allow your own breath to guide you for a couple more rounds. Come back to a neutral spine now, and we'll find a child's pose, bringing the big toes to touch. And it's your choice here. You can keep the knees where they are, or you can spread them a little bit wider, sinking the hips down towards the heels and walking the fingertips out in front of you as much as you'd like. You can keep the head lifted here, or feel free to rest it down on the mat. Child's pose, or balasana, is a great pose to let go. Let go of this faster paced season. Let go of anything that isn't serving you. Easing into this new season and really allowing your body, your mind, and your spirit to release whatever you need to let go of and leave in this past season. We'll come back up into our tabletop position, bringing the knees under the hip bones again. And on an inhale, we'll lift the left arm up, opening the heart. And then as we exhale, we'll thread the needle, bringing the left hand in between the right arm and right leg. We'll rest the shoulder down onto the mat and walk the right fingertips out in front of you. Begin walking the right fingertips back towards your body, using that hand to press you back up, opening the left arm up. Inhale, exhale, bring the hand back down, tabletop. Take it to the other side. Inhale, open through the right side. Exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder comes down to the mat. You can rest the right cheek on the mat as well. Begin walking the left fingertips out long in front of you. Bring the left hand back under the left shoulder, opening up through the right hand. Inhale. And exhale, tabletop. We'll walk both hands about a handprint forward, coming into our downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. In our downward facing dog, we want to spread wide through all 10 fingers here. Really press through the fingertips to create a sturdy foundation and take pressure off of your wrist. You might want to pedal one heel down and then the other, walking your dog, lengthening the hamstrings. And then we'll find stillness for a couple rounds of breath here, Take a deep bend in the knees as you lift the hips as high as you can, lengthening the spine. And then from there you can begin pressing the heels down any amount. They don't need to touch the mat. Return to the breath. On your next inhale, we'll lift the heels, bend the knees, and as you exhale, we'll begin walking the feet up to the front of the mat to meet the hands, forward fold. Sway gently side to side. Slowly rise all the way to stand, mountain pose. Go ahead and glance down at the feet here to make sure that you're spreading wide through all 10 toes, feet right underneath the hips. We'll slightly tuck the tailbone to engage the core and roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Palms face forward, and we extend the crown of the head up towards the sky. We'll flow through our sun salutation A. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down, step one foot back and then the other for high plank, or bring the knees down for a supported position. Take a round of breath here in your plank. And as you exhale, we'll hug the elbows in close to the side as we lower all the way down to the belly. From here, we'll take baby cobra, lifting the chest slightly off the mat. And exhale, lowering back down. We'll do a series of cobra, so lifting up as much as it feels good to you. Inhale, you may take baby cobra again, or you may use the hands to press away from the mat, lifting the chest a little bit higher. Exhale, lower back down. One more time, inhale to cobra. Pulling the elbows close together behind you, really opening the chest here. An option to lift a little bit higher. Wherever you are, as we exhale, we'll tuck the toes under, power up into our plank or supported plank, and shift the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Take one round of breath here, in and out. Our next inhale lifts the heels, bends the knees, and as we exhale, we walk the feet up to meet the hands, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back, plank. Inhale here. Exhale to lower. Inhale for baby cobra or cobra. Or you can extend the arms all the way. Lift the thighs off the mat for an upward facing dog. Exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees. Exhale, gaze forward, walk the feet up. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step the feet back for plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower to the belly or flow through a vinyasa, chaturanga, to upward facing dog. And meet in downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. And we're going to take a balancing series. So finding Trikonasana or tree pose, we'll go ahead and shift our weight into the right foot and begin to lift the left heel, keeping the toes on the mat. Depending on where you're at today, this may be enough of a challenge for you. And if that's the case, then go ahead and just find somewhere to fix your focal point, your drishti. That may be on the wall out in front of you or down on the earth. If you'd like to take this pose further, you can begin to lift the left foot off the mat and place the left sole of the foot anywhere along the left leg, just avoiding the knee. You can place it just on the ankle or all the way up onto the thigh. And the hands can come to the heart center, or you can reach them above you. We'll take a few rounds of breath here. It's always okay to wiggle and wobble in these balancing postures. Last round of breath here. And then slowly, with control, we'll remove the left foot from the leg and step back, coming to a warrior two. So we're looking for a wide-legged position here with the front toes facing the small edge of our mat and the back toes facing towards the long edge of the mat. We'll bend into our front knee here, keeping this knee right above the ankle or behind it, and then opening up the arms into a big T shape, gazing over our front fingertips. In our warrior two, we're trying to square our hips and our shoulders to the long edge of the mat to really open up through this front inner thigh. On your next inhale, we'll flip the front hand so the palm is facing the sky. Inhale as we reach back, reverse warrior. You can use this back hand as support along the leg, or you can bring it around behind you to the small of your back. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, reaching the front arm forward, bringing the right forearm to the right thigh, opening up to our extended side angle. We're spiraling the heart up towards the sky here, reaching through the crown of the head, pressing through the back foot, really lengthening the side body here. We'll inhale as we begin straightening the front leg, keeping a micro bend in this front knee, and then placing the hand down on the mat or on the shin or even the thigh, wherever feels the most supportive for you, coming into our Trikonasana. And here we're going to find a warrior three position. So we'll frame the front foot with the hands, lift off the back heel, spring forward into our warrior three. You can stay here if this feels like a challenge for you, or you can bring the hands to the heart center, trying to create a long parallel line with your body, parallel to the earth. We'll draw the shoulder blades together, reaching through the back heel, reaching through the crown of the head. Taking a couple rounds of breath here. Option to reach the arms out in front of you. And then we're going to step into our chair pose, bringing the back leg to meet the front, sitting down into our chair. On our next inhale, we'll rise to stand. Exhale, hands to the heart. We'll take this sequence to the other side, finding our Trikonasana or tree pose. Begin putting your weight into your left foot. Again, you can just lift the right heel off the mat, keeping the toes grounded if you'd like. Fixing your gaze out somewhere in front of you. Or lift the heel off the mat, finding a place to rest the sole of your foot on your left leg. Drawing the navel in, engaging the core here, bringing the hands to heart center or overhead. You'll notice how the different sides of the body are different, just like the breath is different each day. The body is also different each day. The sides of the body, we may favor one more or the other. We may have better balance on one foot than another. So don't be afraid to try to take it a little deeper on one side or to ease up on one side depending on how you feel. We'll make our way into Warrior Two, lifting the right foot off the leg, stepping back into this wide-legged position. Left toes are facing the long edge of the mat and the front toes face the short edge of the mat. We open the arms up into a T and gaze over our front middle finger. Inhale to flip the front palm, reaching up and back, reverse warrior. Moving back through our Warrior Two, reaching forward as we inhale, exhale, left elbow comes to left thigh, extended side angle. Spiraling the heart open towards the sky. Begin lengthening the front leg, keeping a micro bend in this front knee, and using your front hand on the mat, the shin, or the thigh for support. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Then setting up for our Warrior Three, we'll frame the front foot with the hands lifting the back heel. Springing off the back foot, flexing the toes towards the body. Choice to stay here or lift the torso, the chest, the head, bringing the hands to the heart or extending them out long in front of you. We'll slowly bring the right foot to meet the left, coming into our chair pose at the front of the mat. Sinking the hips down as you reach the fingertips out in front of you. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. I always like to shake the body out just for a moment after doing a flowy standing sequence. We'll begin heel toeing the feet apart here. Sink the hips down, kind of like a wide-legged chair pose. And this may be as far as you get. You might need to reach down to the earth for support, but we're gonna come all the way down into Malasana, a deep yogi squat. We'll just be here for a breath or two. And then we'll reach the arms around behind us, coming down onto the mat, extending both legs out long in front of you for Dandasana, or staff pose. The legs can be straight here, or you can take a generous bend in the knees as we inhale and reach the arms up overhead. Exhale to drape the chest and belly over the thighs, reaching out in front of you. If you have a deep bend in the knees, you can begin pressing one heel out away from you and then the other, just until you find your edge. Strengthening and lengthening the lower body can be really good during times of change and transition, as this is the part of our body that grounds us, and energetically there's a lot of things going on here that have to do with our sense of belonging and security, and sometimes these things can get a little bit mixed up during big times of change and transition. Walk your hands up your legs to bring the torso into an upright position, and we'll make our way down onto the back. Give yourself a big hug here. Maybe say something sweet to yourself. And then rock gently side to side, giving the lower back a little massage. Point both knees up at the sky, and then allow them to fall over towards the left side. You might want to take your right hand out long beside you here, and maybe gaze over at your right fingertips. Inhale, coming back through center, giving yourself a big squeeze, and then allowing the knees to fall over to the right side. Maybe taking your left arm out long beside you and gazing over at the left fingertips. Coming back through center, giving yourself one final hug here. And then bringing the soles of the feet down to the mat. Allow the knees to open wide, bringing the soles of the feet together for a reclined Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. Take your hands and press gently on the tops of your thighs, seeing if your lower back can find a little bit more space. And then release, bringing your right hand to your belly and your left hand to your heart. Go ahead and extend the left leg out long, resting it on the mat. And then bring the left hand to the mat with the palm facing up. Extend the right leg out long, resting it on the mat. And finally, bringing the right hand beside you, palm facing up. Savasana. This is our corpse pose. It's symbolic of death. That can be kind of heavy for some, but it's the cycle of life, just like the leaves wither and fall every year around this time. There are all these cycles to the earth, to ourselves, to relationships, to seasons of life. Jobs change, relationships change, family, friends. Life and death truly do occur. And all of this happens in the earth, and it also happens inside us. I think it's just a great time to honor this balance. So take a deep breath in, drawing in all the light, all the hopes that you have for this next season, And exhale, slowly letting it out, releasing everything that doesn't serve. Begin deepening the breath, taking longer inhales and slower exhales. Squeezing the fingers in to make a fist. Squeezing the toes, releasing, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. And then rolling yourself off onto one side into a fetal position. This is one of my favorite parts of practice, kind of when you come back to the body and to your surroundings after Savasana. It's a symbol of rebirth. Just notice how you feel here. And then we'll use our free hand to press us up, back into a seat, right back to where we began. Our Sukhasana, or easy seat. We'll bring the hands together at the heart center. And once again, close the eyes or soften the gaze down in front of you. Bring the thumbs up to the third eye. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. And dropping the hands back to the heart. May I contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom of all beings, including myself. Take a deep breath in. Bow the chin to the chest, the head to the heart. Exhale, sealing our practice. Thank you for sharing this time with me. I really hope that you enjoyed this fall equinox practice. This time of honoring the balance between light and dark, effort and ease, within and without. I hope that your transition into this next season is as gentle as possible. And I encourage you to take some time to make a warm, nourishing meal, go on a nice long walk, just to take some time to slow down as this season slows down. If you did enjoy this video, I would love to hear your thoughts below in the comments. Leave me a like, subscribe to my channel so I can keep making content like this, and let me know if there's any video you would like to see.